Okay, hello everybody. For this video I'm going to be making a knitting tutorial, and first what we need to do is we need to get your yarn and your needles. So these needles are the ones that I recommend. They are aluminum, and you can get these at Walmart. These ones I've already used them a little bit, that's why the color's coming off. But I suggest getting size 10 or 8 needles, and I suggest these needles because they are thicker, but they're not too thick, and they're very easy to work with if you're a beginner. Also, this length is size 14, but I suggest getting length of 10 inches and not 14 inches, only because it's a little bit harder to work with these if it's your first time. And the yarn that I suggest you getting is a light color. Any whites, blues, light blues, yellow, orange, anything like that. And I suggest you stay away from dark colors like black or navy blue or dark brown, only because it's harder to see the stitches if you use these colors. Okay, so first off, we're going to start by making a slip knot. So what you do is you wrap the yarn around your fingers, and you make a little pretzel, okay, like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to get this side. Do you see how it's connected to your end? This is your end, and over here is your working yarn, which is connected to the ball. So you're going to get your end and pull it through the loop, and you can just put the needle on real quick, and now you've made your slip knot. And the reason why it's called a slip knot is because if you pull it, it'll slip and it'll make it smaller, or you can even make it larger, but for now we'll just keep it on. And now what you're going to want to do, and this is one of the easiest ways I've learned to do it, is you're going to want to hold the working yarn with these 3 fingers, and with this finger you're going to put the yarn over right here, over your finger, and you're just going to want to make a loop and slip the loop onto the needle. Okay, so once again you're going to make a loop, see the loop, and you're just going to slip that loop onto your needle. Okay, and you're going to want to make 20 of these. I'll show you again. Make a loop, grab it, and this is one of the easiest ways, I think anyway. Just like so, and just keep going until you make 20. And I just want to show you that sometimes if you make your loop and you're grabbing it from the wrong place, you'll get that instead. And all you gotta do is just let go of the yarn and just make the loop, and you have to grab it from this side. And that makes 20 stitches. So now you want to switch your needle onto your left hand. And what you're going to do is you're going to push your right hand needle into the loop. So here's the loop, and I'm just going to push it through. And what you want to do is you want to wrap your yarn around the right hand needle, and you're going to pull through. Do you see how I have the yarn right here? You're just going to want to pull that yarn through the loop, and there's your new stitch. Now with this old stitch, you're just going to slip it off, just like that. And right now it doesn't look like much, but on the second time around, it'll look better. So you just want to continue doing that, just putting your needle through the loop around. This is a counterclockwise, or clockwise, I'm sorry, clockwise. pull it through and push this stitch off, and there you have 2 new stitches. You just want to keep going until, sorry you guys, I'm trying to do this from behind the camera. It's kind of weird. I'm not even looking. Around and pull through. Okay? You just want to do this all the way until your last stitch. So you have these right here. Do you see that little hole? Just put it through, wrap around, and pull it through. It's kind of a hooking that you're doing, like a hooking maneuver, because you're trying to hook that yarn through the hole like this, and here's the hooking that I'm talking about. You just want to pull it through. Okay? This cast on method, I have also learned that you kind of get this really big string when you're doing knitting, and it might look wrong, it might look like you made a mistake, but just keep going. If you cast it on this way and you see this like really weird long string in the middle and you think, well, you know, it doesn't look like this, it's okay. This is just one of the things that I've noticed with this cast on. Now that we are to the last stitch, you want to be careful, and what you want to do is you want to hold your stitch in place with your pointer finger, with your left pointer finger. And this one I've noticed that it's a little bit harder. The last stitch on the first row is always the hardest to go through for beginners. So you just want to hold it in place, kind of go slow if you'd like. And there you go. And now what you could do is you could just even out, you could just put your stitches all in the right place. And if it looks irregular or anything, it's okay, because as a new beginner, as a new knitter, you're going to work on your tension. And tension is just how hard or loose you pull on the string, how loosely you work with it, or how tight you pull it. And so there is your first row of stitches. And now you just want to continue doing the same thing. Switch your needle with all the stitches onto your left hand, and the needle with no stitches with your right hand. You just want to push through the loop, and you're just going to keep going. Keep going until you hit the last stitch, and just until you're done with the row. And after that, you just turn your stitches again. You turn your needles over, and that's what you just keep going until you have the length that you would like. And with this is going to produce a stitch called sorry about that, I couldn't remember the stitch name. It's going to produce a stitch called the garter stitch, and it will have bumps on 2 sides, on both the sides, which I will show you here in a bit. See right here, you can start seeing them, just right here. Okay, and this is what this stitch looks like. Do you see how it has the bumps on this side? And it also has the bumps on this side. This is called a garter stitch. And this should be what your finished product should look like. I will be making a binding off video very soon, and that is the way, binding off is the way that you take off your knitting from the needle. Okay, so look forward to seeing that video, and I hope you guys, I hope this helps a little bit. Yeah, and this video again is for Stephanie, so if you're watching, hopefully you can get a hang of this. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.